I hereby call to order this November 18th, 2024 Whitman Housing Authority Board meeting. This meeting is being recorded. Roll call. Terry, are you here?
Here.
Michelle, are you here?
Here.
Patty, are you here?
Here.
All present and accounted for. Board review and vote to approve the minutes of the regular board meeting held October 15th, 2024. Financial reports. October 2024 vouchers, September 2024 bank balances, September 2024 financial statements, quarterly ending September 30th, 2024 operating statements, quarterly ending September 30th, 2024 tenants account receivable report. You don't have to repeat everything I just said. We will just do it on an A, B, C, D, and E.
First, I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of the regular board meeting from October 15th. Second.
Motion by Patty, second by Michelle to accept the minutes of the meeting for October 15th, 2024. All in favor?
Aye.
Now to repeat, the financial reports, which I messed up. Thank you for the save, Patty.
You bet.
A, B, C, D, and E.
I'll make a motion that we accept the financial reports A, B, C, D, and E. Second.
Motion by Terry, second by Michelle to accept the financial reports A, B, C, D, and E. All in favor?
Aye.
Board vote to request a donation of $100 to put towards the annual December holiday party.
What's the date of the party?
I think it's the 15th.
Nice.
I'm actually off then.
Well, that'll be fun.
Yeah, so Paul got donations from all over town.
I saw him.
So the only thing, we've given $100 the past 2 years for all the paper goods and the tablecloths and all that kind of stuff, but because we had gotten a donation of $500, so
Nice.
we're out of that money. So I said that I would ask the board. So it would be paid for with Harvard Court funding, not state funding, if you approve it. But it's up to you guys, obviously.
I'll make a motion that we do take care of that donation for $100 to put towards the holiday party.
I'll second the motion.
Motion by Patty, second by Terry. The board will make a donation of $100 to the December holiday party. All in favor?
Aye.
Will that be held here?
Yep. And all complexes will be invited.
Nice.
Board vote to award Harvard Court Security Internet Access Project to low bidder, responsible bidder following the engineers' recommendations and turn. Where do we get to the low bidder? I'm kidding. Board vote requested via phone as a bid due date extended to November 2024. We have extended the date if you didn't.
So, yeah, normally it would have been a vote tonight, but, because bids were due the 14th, but they extended it another week because at the site visit, some contractors had questions. So because of those questions and the answers from the engineer, that information had to be shared with anyone else. So the bids will come in on the 21st, so I'll send out a phone message to all of you at the same time and just telling you what the low bid was, or I'll take a snapshot and you can look at them, and then vote by phone so we keep the project moving.
Great. I'll make a motion to approve the November 21st contact from you, Eileen, to for the responsible bidder on the Harvard Court Security Intercom and Access Project. So you'll reach out to us November 21.
Yep.
Okay.
How many bidders do you have?
I don't know yet, so we'll know when all bids are in, which will be on the 21st. Probably, I don't know if it's at 11 o'clock or something, they're all due by. So then bid docs themselves will send over the bid sheet that shows who bid and what their what their bid was. So I think there was 4 companies that went to Stetson Terrace and walked around. Someone came back for a second visit, and then I know the engineer reached out to some people. I reached out to what is it? Not Cap Hub. I'm thinking Cap Hub. It's Hub Electric, because they did Pine Circle and did a really good job. So anyway, so I think that they were going to bid on it too. So probably we'll probably get at least 6 bids, I would think.
Oh, Pine Circle's already done?
Pine Circle, the exterior meter breaker project, that was done.
Oh, yeah,
Finished a while back, yeah.
Do I hear a second?
I'll second the motion that we extend the vote for the low bid contractor to November 21st for the low-cost bidder of the Harvard Port Security Intercom and Access Project. Second.
Motion by Patty, second by Terry, third by Michelle, that we extend,
Nice.
we're all good, that we extend the date of the Harvard Court Security Intercom Access bidding to the 21st of 2024, and we will get a phone vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Board vote to accept the following public housing notices. PHN 2024-18 update to veterans preference screening. PH 2024-19 update to performance managing review fiscal year 2025. PHN 2024-20 public housing invitations? Innovations. 2025 notice of funding availability. PHN 2024-21 notice of funding availability for
Sufficiency.
all right, I gotta buy new glasses. I'm sorry, ladies.
Yes,
Suf-
sufficient.
Sufficiency program.
So I will just kind of go over them quickly.
This scratches right in the middle, so when you go to look, there's
Yeah, it's okay.
B.
Okay, so the update to the veterans preference screening, effective October 31st, 2024, local housing authorities will be responsible for screening applicant claims of veteran preference. This public housing notice clarifies the required acceptable documentation in the characterizations of discharge that would qualify or disqualify an applicant as a veteran. Public housing notice 2024-19, updates to performance management review beginning fiscal year 2025. These changes include the following. The calculation to determine adjusted net income has been updated, changing the threshold from 10 to 15% between net income and expenses, and eliminating a finding if expenses are less than net income. Increase to the number of units in unit inspections performed. Units shall be randomly selected on the day of the PMR, and the preventive maintenance schedule shall be reviewed, and documentation verifying that tasks have been completed must be provided. Public Housing Notice 2024-20, Public Housing Innovations 2025 Notice of Funding Availability. The Public Housing Innovations Program provides for awards that fund rehabilitation and redevelopment of public housing using innovative methods, including but not limited to mixed income redevelopment, including market rate production, alternate funding sources with new management or capital structures, potentially including affordable housing production or conversion to federal public housing. Public Housing Notice 2024-21, Notice of Funding Availability Self-Sufficiency Program. The Self-Sufficiency Program includes tenant participants who have a measurable increase in employment causing an increase in rent. Under this program, the difference between the old rent and the new rent is deposited into an escrow account managed by the local housing authority. Participants are able to escrow up to $20,000, which is the maximum amount allowed. So looking at some of these, the self-sufficiency program has always been a federal program. So I would have to look into it to see if anyone at on the state side is even eligible for that.
I think it said you had to have 100 units of state.
Probably family.
units.
I think they look for it mostly geared towards families, so that they can then like save up to like $20,000. So if their rent was $100, say, and they started working and their rent went up to $300, so the difference between the 100 and the 300 is 200. That would be put in a bank account for them in escrow, so they could save up to $20,000. And so what the program does is it allows them to maybe, I don't think
Become
today it would help,
self-sufficient.
to become self-sufficient.
Right. That's a
So-
goal. That's a goal.
Yeah. I do think you have to have a certain number of people that are
I think it was
interested
to
in-
hire a person to handle like
Handle.
25 or 30 accounts.
Yeah. It is
You
a-
needed to have 100 units
Yeah.
that were eligible.
Yeah, it is they definitely have a lot of rules and regulations. And like I said, I believe it is a federal, because it wasn't something that, was even brought to our attention previously.
It sounds like something for like Lynn or Boston, bigger cities,
Yeah.
Worcester, where they have a lot of units.
Yeah,
That's what it sounds
even
like.
Brockton, because Brockton's an extra large housing authority. The other funding availability, where is it? So it appears that the state would like housing authorities, probably the larger ones. I know Melrose has converted almost all of their state public housing to federal, so they have nothing to do with Department of Housing anymore. They get subsidized, like we do here at Harvard Court, significant amount of money, where they handle they manage their own money and their own capital money to do improvements to the properties. So you really kind of almost have to convert to federal. It is something that might benefit us in the long run, but I don't want to be the first one to jump in. So I'd like to see how this notice of funding goes and how many housing authorities have done it, and how many small housing authorities have done it. It's even taking Harvard Court, which was always backed by HUD, but was treated as a state property. That conversion is so much work and changes things significantly. It would change rules and regulations for tenants, all that stuff. So it's a big deal to convert from state to federal. So I'd like to see how it works out for other housing authorities. Like I said, I think the real big ones are very happy to do it, and the small ones, it's taken on a lot of work when they not really allowed to have more staff and all that stuff. So, but it's definitely something that I'm going to keep my eye on and talk to. And, when they have the conferences, it's something that I'd like to sit in on and hear, someone get up and talk about how it worked for them or how it didn't work for them.
Sounds like a good idea. I'll make a motion to accept the following public housing notices: PHN 2024-18, 2024-19, 2024-20, 2024-21.
I'll second the motion that we accept public housing notices 2024, number 18, 19, 20, and 21.
Motion by Patty, second by Terry, that we accept PHN 2024-18, -19, -20, and -21. All in favor?
Aye.
Executive Director's Report.
Okay, so I just went over the public housing notices. As you can see, our wait list has now 41,514 people on the list, and the breakdown is there. Majority, over 15,000 looking for family housing, over 20,000 looking for the AHVP voucher, elderly 2,893, and handicap applicants 3,408. So the Centralized Screening Office, ASG, has sent letters to almost 60,000 applicants and approved over 3,700 claims. Now, this is new. I did not know this. The Centralized Screening Office has granted priority to 28% of responsive claims. However, 88% of all denied claims resulted from no response.
Didn't open the mail or moved. Didn't update their info.
Or they saw something come in from ASG and tossed it.
Oh, boy.
So.
That is an unbelievable
Isn't that,
percentage.
so, before I told you, we've had so many that end up to be like on average 3% of that, however it was at the time when I talked about it. And in the both times that I had done the calculation, it was about 3% were approved. It's really 28% are approved of those that actually respond. And to think that 88% of the people are not responding, I was blown away by that amount.
Right.
So I don't know why that is. That, to me, I don't understand that.
Well, there's a
I
number
wonder
of
if they send an annual prompts for them to update their information.
So I know if they're claiming emergency, they're going to get a packet from ASG. They're not going to get it on day one, but they're going to go into the computer or into Champ and they're going to check off all the housing authorities they want to be on. So they could be on 240 lists. So then ASG will eventually get to them, send them the packet. If they ignore it, they don't get that emergency priority. So they drop down. So they will sit on that list and not go anywhere. So if they don't respond and send in the required documentation proving an emergency priority, they will be on many, 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 many lists and they will not move up. They'll get a local preference where they live in now, where they lost housing, but if they haven't sent in that paperwork, they will sit there and not move anywhere. So, that 88% to me, I was really, really surprised by that because they haven't worded it like this before. They said, oh yeah, this is how many we looked at and this is how many got approved. But to say that 88% of people aren't responding, that,
Right.
I think there's something wrong there.
With that, it seems like they should send letters to people to say to update your information
So they do.
online so that,
So when you set up an account, you have to have an email address.
yeah.
So they do send emails also. So they might send the packet by email and then they'll send it to an address. But we've got a lot of people that are homeless that are bouncing from couch to couch. So if they didn't go in and update their newest address, or even if they're staying with their mother who's living in public housing somewhere else maybe, that's going to get returned to sender because the owners don't know that someone is staying there that shouldn't be staying there. And if they don't keep up with where they are, they're not going to get the packet either. And I think part of it is that, for sure.
and for the people that don't have advocates,
Right.
get it.
Yep.
Sometimes you really have to have an advocate helping you.
And you have to ask for help too, because we get people on the phone and you start asking them some questions and then you find out they're in very, very bad situations. But they just haven't come out and said what was happening. So when we ask the questions, then it's like, okay, well, this is what we need. We need to see this and bring this document to us or mail it to us. And then, Danielle's really good about uploading it into the CHAMP applications, and it's put right where emergency priority information should go, so that when ASG then looks at it, it's there.
Yeah.
They don't have to go
Right.
through,
I mean, some of these people might not be in a position to be proactive.
no, they're
They're
no.
not.
And if you don't have a mailing address,
Discouraged.
Yep.
It's sad, but
And
that's
so,
why the percentage is just so high.
yeah, and I got word that as of January 1st, the ceiling rents are changing again for the vouchers. So once again, up higher for the worth of the voucher, but you're blowing all these other people out of the market to rent an apartment, and they believe they're doing the right thing, but it's hurting the people that don't have vouchers. And if you look, we got over 20,000 people on our list. I have 14 vouchers. Well, I have 16, but
Right.
14 are AHVP vouchers. I don't expect to get any more.
but how many single people can afford $2,000 for a one bedroom?
Right. Right.
And I don't think we see the other side. They don't see our side. We don't see their side in a way. But I'm kind of seeing both sides
Were
here.
they supposed to release more vouchers?
HUD gave the state of Massachusetts $8 million for people who are handicapped. So I don't know whether or not the Housing Authority will get any more vouchers.
I thought it was Maura Healy, an initiative to issue more vouchers out in the state.
Maybe. So, you know what? I think the AHVP target's disabled, under 60. And then the MRVP program, I have 2 people that I administer to, but they're not, I'm not an awarding authority. So maybe they will be giving state vouchers to the MRVP program. Section 8, probably too. A lot of housing authorities have Section 8. So it might be coming through like that.
$8 million sounds like a lot, but
It's not.
when you look
Yeah.
at what you
doesn't
look
look
at
bad.
rents are now,
Yeah.
And Kathy just signed checks for me for first, last, and security, $1,750 for first, $1,750 for,
That's
you know
a
what I
lot of
mean? So
moving money.
times 3. So yeah, so you're talking, 6.
but that's a 1-bedroom. What if you have a family? You need $10,000 to move.
Yep. And the MRVP program does not provide first, last, and security. I think they might do security only.
I know the AHVP did not.
Not a long
No.
time ago. They never did. No.
No, I paid that for my family member.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's just sad.
So I'm trying to think. Is anything else here? Oh, so the lunch program that started. We're not seeing as many residents as we hoped for. It appears that on average, 50% of the tenants that sign up for lunch are not showing up, which is lousy, because they're bringing that food in,
Oh, no.
and it's kind of going to waste. So I think Courtney and Maggie are gonna start calling people, reminding them that they signed
Right.
up for lunch or whatever too.
Right.
So
We're
that,
looking forward to seeing you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and if they need help coming down,
Mm-hmm.
if some of them, I know someone just came home from being in a rehab for a while, and so they're actually bringing the lunch up to her, which is nice. It wasn't normally part of the program, but
Yeah.
she can't get out.
I
Yeah,
really
so-
thought that was going to take off.
A lot of people came the first time we had. They did they did the first one just at Harvard Court to see how many people would show up, and a lot of people showed up. So I don't know.
Was the food good?
Yeah, I guess it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like chicken kanamboo or whatever.
But I think some people see the donation, $250 a day.
And I'm not sure anyone's paid it. They don't have to. It's not a
Right. It's
requirement.
optional.
I know Carrie's been buying dinner for her husband, and she's cooking.
At $250 a meal?
Yeah, I know.
I'll come over. I'll donate $5. I'm a senior, right? I'm a senior. I can join.
I'll buy 4 a day and put them in my freezer.
Like the mom's meals Jim's been getting from the Tufts Community Health.
Oh, really?
Tufts Health, yeah, they send him these mom's meals that come like with the frozen, like dry ice. You stack them in the fridge. Yeah, they're pretty good.
Oh, that's good.
Have
At
many
two-
at Stetson Terrace participated?
I think there's a few at Stetson that do. I'll have to ask. I'll ask Maggie tomorrow. Actually, I'm working from home tomorrow.
Does the menu look good?
Yeah, it didn't look bad.
One. I think it's on the
We
wall.
saw a sample of one.
Maybe if coffee in Danish just included? I mean, there's dessert. It's got to be coffee and dessert.
I
What's
know.
going to get him in here?
I don't know.
Just rope him up.
The
Get
food,
in here.
the food looked pretty good.
The menus look great. I don't know.
Who am I to
That's
talk?
just- that's
If I don't
just-
have to cook it, I'll.
That's
$10.
That's just
Maybe
$10 a day to feed my family.
For the winter,
I know.
Yeah, but then it's
Like
icy
soup, a
and
big
it's
thing of
cold,
soup,
and
yeah.
they'll be like, "I don't want to go out."
Yeah, I
Although
think
the
we
guys
might.
keep everything so clean, but
Yeah,
oh boy,
I think Pine Circle had one person showing up. Yeah.
what are you gonna do?
Just one.
I don't know. Maybe if there was music, a DJ, a raffle. I don't know. Bingo.
Come visit Eileen at 4 o'clock on Friday.
Okay.
Get what you wish
They
for.
did try bingo at all 3 places and no one came.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Gail Rivers and Alice Rydell are rolling in their graves.
I know.
What a shame.
There's bingo and no one to play it.
I love bingo.
I wouldn't mind playing bingo myself.
Anytime you want to run bingo, there's a brand new $5,000 board right there on the wall.
Wow. I don't even think my gleaming personality will get him in here.
Do they send the menus out to each unit?
I believe they do. I believe
They did in the
deliver them
beginning.
to everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've been very proactive. They're doing everything
Yeah, they are.
right.
I
Yeah.
forget how it came, but I did get a copy of one.
They're doing everything right.
Anything else you wanted to go over on your report, Eileen?
I think so.
What's this Affordable Homes Act? Allows tenants to petition the court to seal records related to evictions?
Yes,
Oh my.
that passed.
It passed?
It was snuck in there. So they can, anyone that was evicted can petition the court and have the eviction sealed. So that's real helpful for landlords.
Was there an exception if there was like a violent crime or bodily harm to others?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I would think that they wouldn't seal it if that was the case. But I don't know. Massachusetts is very liberal when it comes to evictions. It's probably one of the hottest states to evict someone.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well.
Yes.
Things that don't make the news. I could make a motion to adjourn.
No, a motion to accept the executive.
I apologize. Okay, I'm gonna make a motion to accept the executive director's report. I apologize. I've been up 5:30 in the morning for 3 days. I apologize. Something's wrong.
You're forgiven.
Okay, I apologize.
I'll second the motion that we accept the executive director's report.
Motion by Patty, second by Terry to accept the executive director's report. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Correspondence.
Nope, none.
New business. Open forum. Santa, got anything?
No, it's quiet. I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion by Patty, second by Michelle. This meeting is hereby adjourned.